Hello, everyone. My name is John Seymour, and welcome to our first lesson in government. And in this first lesson, we're going to talk about democracy, the word democracy and its definition. And there are many definitions we're going to look at, and we're going to compare it into the political process. So let's look at our objectives for today's lesson. After completing this lesson, you will be able to explain traditional and contemporary definitions of democracy. You'll be able to compare and contrast a direct democracy versus a republic and explain the role of equal rights in a democracy. Now, democracy itself is a word that's rooted in the Greek. It's a traditional Greek definition is demos meaning people and kratos meaning rule. So it literally means rule by the people. Today, we would probably say power to the people because the people hold the power in a democracy. Another definition from Webster is government by the people, especially rule of the majority. So we would call this a direct democracy because the people are directly involved in making the decisions. This is compared to an indirect democracy that we're going to look at next. So a form of government in which people choose people to represent their interests by voting is called a republic. We also call it an indirect democracy. And in this type of democracy, people have the right to vote and participate. And what they do is they vote on someone who then makes decisions for them because it's a lot more convenient for the citizen, and it's also more efficient for the government. So that leads us to the two comparative definitions of democracy. A direct democracy, which is literally majority rules, number of hands raised. If that's more than the others, then that's who makes the decision. A government where the supreme power is vested in the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation, usually involving periodically held free elections. So the direct democracy, we all get together, we raise our hands and say yes or no. In a indirect democracy, the power comes through the voting booth. The power lies in the people through the voting booth. Another important definition is that democracy is built upon the idea that everyone should be treated equally and have equal rights. And of course, this is a really big challenge to democracy because treating everyone equally and giving everyone equal human rights is a very complicated and truly diverse idea that involves a lot of conflict. And conflict is the root of a lot of government and the root of a lot of what we're going to look at in government. So to quickly review what we've done in this very short lesson, democracy means the people rule. In a direct democracy, also known as an Athenian democracy because it originated in Athens, everyone participates directly in every decision. But there's a problem. It's impractical as the population of a country grows past a certain size. And so most democracies are indirect democracies or representative democracies, which are based on us voting for someone to represent us and make those decisions. The people vote on others to represent them. Most nations today can be measured by degrees or levels of democracy. We're not truly republics and not truly participatory or direct democracies. We're kind of a mixture of both. But there is one common thread, and that is the participation of the citizen. In this picture, this is from a picture called the town meeting. And in this picture, everybody is participating. It's a direct democracy, or as close to a direct democracy as you'll get in the United States. And it's a town meeting. Everybody shows up and everybody gets to make decisions. But that's not necessarily how all democracies work. That's why we have people who we vote to represent us.